Hi everyone, Zach here, Peterbilt the Rockies. Bringing you a new video to showcase the new Peterbilt 589. For those of you who haven't seen it online, pictures, videos all over YouTube, I just wanted to bring it to you guys, kind of showcase a little bit, show you the new features that has transitioned over from the 389. So this is going to be going into production starting January 1 of this next year, 2024. The 389 is sunsetting. It is no longer going to be in production, so this is going to be the next generation of classic hood from Peterbilt. I'm just going to basically go around and show you the updates from a 389. There's plenty of videos out there on the classic model, so I'm just going to kind of showcase what's new and improved. So thanks for watching. I look forward to hearing your feedback down below in the comments, and I always try to get engaged there. So I'll kind of start from the front and work my way back. This is actually the same truck that was used down at Texas Motor Speedway when Peterbilt unveiled the 589 at their event. So it's kind of making a countrywide tour, going all over the place to showcase, to show to customers. This is actually a prototype, but they're going to be in production here starting this next year. So you can see, starting with the grille guard, they went back to the old classic 379 square. So this is not going to be circle, the oval oval Peterbilt like it was. I think it looks great. So they went with the squared cutout there, as well as the air cleaners. We'll get to those in a minute, as well as the exhaust pipe guards. So they kind of made it all together. I think they did a phenomenal job with it. Kind of brought back the old history with the new. Well done there. Down here on the bottom, above the bumper on the fender guards there, you'll see kind of a light that's going to be kind of serving as a daytime running light. So you can also get fog lights as well, but the nighttime it looks really nice. Those lit up. So that's kind of a new addition that they're doing from the factory. Working my way up there, as you guys can see, this is a new cab. So essentially it's a 567, 579 cab slapped in between the 389 hood and the 389 sleeper. And so you'll notice there's not the same extension behind the front fenders as there is on a standard long hood 389. That's because they had to, squeeze in the cab and then make the hood shorter. So it's actually the same length bumper to back of cab as a long hood 389 now. They just had to shorten the hood, and then in order to make room for the new longer cab, it's wider, it's longer, it's deeper. So you can see the doors are going to be very similar to the aerodynamic model with the new school handle, bigger window, obviously wider like I said. Went to a one-piece windshield, which some guys like, some guys don't, but they're going to standardize everything to the same cab. They do have a nice visor from the plant though. It looks really good. It's not as small as the 389 one is now, so did a good job with that. As you can see with the hood, they had to kind of squeeze in the air cleaners here. They made them skinnier, they made them taller, and there's going to be a new filter actually size in there, but they had to kind of skinny them up and compact them in so you can see kind of a side angle there. They're not as wide, so they had to kind of suck them into the hood and into the cab there, so they had to shave off a little bit of the hood there. But they kept the external air cleaners, which we were excited about. They did not go flush mount 567 W990 style, so very excited about that. With that, the mirrors are a little new. They're kind of new age moto mirrors. So they're not the aero mirrors where it's kind of the top 2/3 was a four-way and the bottom was a convex. They did a whole top mirror with four-way, and then they actually did the convex down below. So did a great job, I think, trying to kind of bring the old with the new there as well. One of the other differences on the driver's side only is the battery box. So this is going to be the exact same size as the step that covers the DPF on the passenger side. And I'm not going to take it off now, but basically right in here to the left is all batteries, and then on this right side there's kind of a foot or so that has room for, you know, tow hooks and chains and tools, anything like that. So you can see that right there, and then I'll walk to the other side, to the passenger side, and you can see they're the same size. So no more big battery, or no more big DPF step and little battery box. They're both going to be the same size. So I think that's a nice addition there. More real estate to step onto. You kind of get up on the windshield a little bit easier to clean and do some different things. Essentially from the cab back, they had to make a couple of changes to the sleeper, obviously, to configure to the new cab, but essentially from the cab back, everything is the same on the 389. So everything back here, you can have the same suspension, tires, fifth wheel, mud flap hangers. The one difference that I will say on the sleepers is on a 78-inch sleeper without extensions, you know, you get that little 3-inch Cali extender, they call them. Now they're going to come rounded, which I am a fan of. I think that looks great. Kind of makes it look old school and kind of cleaner. You can still get extenders on the new ones. They're actually measuring it at an 80-inch instead of a 78-inch, but essentially it's the same size sleeper, same interior, everything like that, same door, but you can get them rounded on the edge, which I like. I think that looks great. Kind of like the 72-inch stand-ups and the coffin sleepers. They brought out the handles a little bit closer, or I'm sorry, farther towards the, you know, outside of the step to make it a little bit safer. Same battery boxes and catwalks. You can do windows on the back as well. So the inside is going to essentially look like a Peterbilt 579, 567. So they got the nice looking Peterbilt seats. Let me zoom out here a little bit. This is a platinum interior. So you've got the nice wood grain, nice two-tone steering wheel. It looks awesome in the sunlight. Nice stitching. There's the dash there with the gray and the brown wood grain all the way across. One of the downsides, unfortunately, is you're only going to be able to get 6 gauges now, physical gauges, 52 millimeter on the dash, with it being the new cab style. But the other gauges are going to be listed on your digital dash there, so you will be able to have that information. Tons of headroom here. Obviously, this is a stand-up sleeper, so you get that extra headroom. If you're getting a day cab or a flat top, you lose a little bit of that. But essentially, like I said, this is going to be a 567, 579 model. There's a look out the over the hood. So you can't quite probably see it very well in the video, but the hood does V a little bit. It's not like a nice square like the 389, so it does V a little bit, obviously having to widen that hood to match the new cab. There's a good look at the back of the sleeper. They kind of match that nice wood grain and silver with the dash there on the back wall. I think it turned out phenomenal. Same thing with the sleeper. It's going to be just like a 579, 567 configuration with the closet, the fridge, the desk over here. Then there's kind of like your control panel with your sleeper heater and controls. You can do double bunk, same configurations as you can on the aerodynamic models. Wanted to showcase that. I'll step back here a little bit, let you look at the cab with the looking out over the hood. You can kind of see the V better there. If I stand up a little bit taller, you'll be able to see the kind of how it V's there towards the hood. I've been telling customers that although there are changes being made, it does suck. You know, none of us like it any more than the next guy. But Peterbilt did a phenomenal job with what they were working with, and in order to match and meet all the guidelines for the CARB, EPA, the emission standards, all that stuff, they did a phenomenal job with what they could to keep the air cleaners, to keep the classic look. If you just glance at this truck, it still has the classic Peterbilt look to it, the legendary status that it holds. So we're just gonna have to kind of get over some of these humps that the government is requiring, but I think they did a great job with tying in the square cutout for the grill and the air cleaners and the exhaust, the hood, and everything else along with it. I still think it has that classic look. So those are kind of the features, kind of a quick walk around for you guys. Love to hear your feedback down below and kind of what you think, whether you like, what you don't like, what they could have made better. And thank you guys so much for watching. Look forward to seeing you next time.